What's up, my friends? Here we are, the Memorial Tournament. We're back here again. It's 2 weeks in a row, but first, down below in the description section, completely free projections. This sheet right here, this thing is beautiful and it's all yours, completely free. We want you to try it out. We had somebody win over $3,000 this past weekend, and they weren't even a member. They just used our free stuff via our WordPress site, which we threw it up on, and they grabbed the projections off Patreon, and bang, they won over 3K. They're a member now, I tell you that. Had another member win $460 this weekend on NASCAR. We gave away a free sheet on Sunday. They simply uploaded our projections into an optimizer. Boom, won $462. So projections, top notch, ownership projections, picks, all of the coaching, all of that stuff, that's inside patreon.com/riseandfall. Now, I want to tell you one more thing. Super important. Number one, I never, ever, ever will get all my names right when I am pronouncing them for all things DFS, and here's why. The names, the sports themselves, I don't know all about them. I don't watch them all. I don't know all the players, and it doesn't matter. DFS boils down to data, trends, and ownership. And then it's leveraging those three things. That is DFS in a nutshell. You can be a very profitable player playing soccer, NHL, MLB. You can, spend a Saturday looking at MMA, play some MMA, spend a Sunday morning for NASCAR, do some NASCAR lineups. You can do NFL Sunday, NBA daily. You can do all of these things and be incredible at all of them. You don't have to watch those sports. These top players, the best in the world who do this, and I'm not one of them. I'm happy. I mean, it was close to $68,000. It was a really, really good 18-month stretch, and it continues now into 2020. I am not one of them. I'm not one of the best in the world. I'm pretty good with what I have and with the finances I'm able to invest into daily or weekly, but there are pros out there, and they're not watching every sport. They're not sitting there going, okay, this guy's got a sweet right hook. Let me write that down. No, they don't. I guarantee you they don't watch 90% of what they're playing. Truly, there's no way. Who could watch all the sports, all the players, all the games, identify all the data, all the trends, all that? You can't do all at once, okay? Does having knowledge about someone's swing make you a better MLB DFS player? No, not at all. DFS is a puzzle. It's all about gathering as many pieces as you can, and the best people at putting that puzzle together and putting it together the quickest before the field understands how to do it are the people who are going to be profitable. It's not the person who can identify that someone's dropping their elbow on their swing. No, you know what? You know what shows me their swing is all funky right now? Their launch angle, okay? The amount of barrels they have. Things like that where I can look up exit velocity. Those are the things that make you a profitable player. It's not being the person who sits there and has 14 TVs up and is watching EPL over here. I got League of Legends on Twitch over here. Up here I'm watching this MMA stream so I can make sure I'm ready for, I'm studying MMA fights up here on TV 7. No, that's not how this works. It's data, baby. And I get on my soapbox every once in a while, and I get excited and passionate whenever I want to talk about really how the industry is kind of. And the thing is, part of this was spawned because someone replied. They're like, "Dude, you don't know how to say their names. How am I supposed to listen to you play?" Listen, you don't have to. That's the beauty of free things. This is free. People won money with this past weekend. I won $285 off a $20 entry. I couldn't name 15 golfers if you asked me to, but I can identify data, trends, and I understand what is important on each course because I have very talented people that tell me, here are these 6 stats we're going to look at this week. Here's what we need to weight a little heavier in our algorithm for our projections. And then we weight them, we project them, and they're darn good each and every week, every single sport. Ownership projections have nothing to do with how much you understand golf, what you know about each golfer, and anything like that. The ownership projections have everything to do with what are the now I'm going down an avenue I'm not entirely comfortable with giving away, but a lot of ownership projections will come out to be what is the buzz about said people and what are projections around the industry kind of showing, because what's going to pop in an optimizer is going to drive ownership up and down on any given week. That's about as close as I'm going to get to giving away some of the special recipe that goes into the sauce, the ownership sauce. So while you hear me over the next decade of DFS and fantasy football, I will mispronounce 20% of the names for every single sport. Other than ones I watch just for a hobby, because I'm bored or I want to, or my wife went to bed, those are the ones I'll catch. Outside of that, I'm staring at data screens. I'm staring at numbers, trends, and I'm breaking it down into macro levels so that I can identify things, help people project things correctly, and then help my members in Discord build lineups. This is what is important to me. Spent 2.5 hours prior to Sunday's NASCAR lock sitting there typing away on my Discord messages. I had over 3,000 messages last week, over the last 7 days, 3,100 messages from my own account, because it matters to me. I want to help people build lineups, get better at what they're doing. All right, listen, long soapbox. That was like a 5-minute spiel. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to simply give away this cheat sheet today. One thing I want to tell you about, because I try to keep my videos under 10 minutes, so I'm going to do this as quickly as possible now. One thing we're going to do is we're pointing out the 6 stats that were incredibly important last week. And down below in the description section, there's that free article that will also identify these stats. And we give away three plays for the weekend, and the rest of them are going to be inside our our Discord and patreon.com/riseorfall for our members. 350 of them in just 56 days. We're flying, baby. And if you're someone like me and you don't know much about golf, it doesn't matter. You know what you can do is you focus on the key stats we've identified. You're going to highlight and sort them, and you're going to see how many this person or these persons will have green in. The darker the green and the more the categories, the better the play they will be. So we could look at someone like Daniel Berger and see that he's 10th, 40th, 35. Okay, and then you can look it up. Okay, tee to green. So we're going to go over here. That looks good. Rank on par 4 is just 3rd. That's fantastic. And we look at his his recent form is beautiful. 4th, 1st, 3rd. Okay, so we look at him and we know, all right, not bad. And we look at the odds, plus 4,000 at 8.7K, not too bad. Our projected DK score is 85.73, not too shabby. Looks like our projections kind of are in line with this. And if we look down here at Bryson DeChambeau, of course, he's going to be a fantastic play. Has been going absolutely bonkers as of late since we've returned. And the buff man drinking 6 protein shakes per day. Great in pretty much every single category. Guy like Webb Simpson just looked fantastic this past weekend. Plug him in, not a problem. Then you head on over to the next category. You're going to search this one, and you're going to do the same thing over and over and over again. You're going to find which plays are the best plays of the week, and we're going to add them in. We're not even going to look twice, okay? A guy like Colin Morikawa, yeah, we're absolutely going to put him in there after this past weekend. Play all these players. Dustin Johnson, Patrick Cantlay, Rory McIlroy. He's going to be traveling around with Tiger Woods this weekend. That's going to be, or I guess on Thursday, that's going to be fun to watch. Patrick Cantlay, I saw him grouped with Bryson DeChambeau, so that'll be fun. I mean, it's going to be a fun weekend, but the way to use this, you simply are going to search each of the main categories. You're going to do like a very initial player pool of 20 or so players, and then you want to dive deep into the rest of our data, the rest of our cheat sheets, our exclusive cheat sheets, the tiered rankings that will come out, our data, the rest of our cheat sheets, our exclusive cheat sheets, the tiered rankings that will come out, our lineup building blocks where we give away 3 out of the 6 spots in the lineup, and then we give you a very small pool and say, okay, you finish the rest of this lineup with this very small pool. Here's who we suggest as the top play, the next best value, and that's how you finish your lineup. It is an optimally built lineup. Half of it is done for you, and then you have a pool to finish it off. Not too shabby. Very helpful for you single entry builders. You can use my exclusive FC data upload sheet. You can use CG's MME exposures. Bennett has a complete player pool he gives away. He will be our PGA specialist indefinitely, and he does the actual pool. He's the one who helped every single person win money this weekend. All I did this weekend when I played the PGA, I did a 20 max. The $1, did it nice and easy, not too much money in, won $285. The way I did it was I used his player pool to the letter. So everybody he had marked as a riser, I threw into a group on Fantasy Cruncher, and everybody else labeled MME. They were in the rest of my player pool. and I had their core identified, and I said use at least one of the core golfers in every single lineup, and I let it rip. That was it. I didn't touch the rest of the player pool, did not look at who was in there, had no clue, and didn't matter because our projections are done based on what the PGA specialist and the data team puts together, and then our PGA specialist himself picks the players. I don't need to do anything else. The beauty of running a company with very sharp people doing their job correctly and on their own. I don't need to be a puppet master telling everybody to play Patrick Cantlay. It doesn't matter. If Bennett says play this guy, the projections say to play this guy also, and the two just kind of meet in the middle, you've got yourself something special there. And there's often going to be a weekend like we have this past weekend where we had multiple four-figure winners. We had a $30,000 winner 2 weeks ago, $20,000 winner 3 weeks ago. Pay attention to the projections. Listen to Bennett in Discord. You got everything you need, baby. Patreon.com/riserfall. I'm going to be talking a lot more NASCAR, MMA, and PGA. We're going to do some specific lineup building and MME type fancy cruncher videos over the next 48 hours. Very, very busy times. Very excited. Again, patreon.com/riserfall. I'll see you on the inside, my friends. Take care.